This is Dr. Anthony J. Limberakis, Chair of the Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew Foundation. On January 17, 2019, the Archons established the Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew Foundation, a response to a deep and long-standing need to establish a solid financial basis for the Ecumenical Patriarchate. The Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew Foundation serves a number of vital functions. First of all, it is a reliable, substantial, charitable foundation managed by one of the largest investment banks in the world, J.P. Morgan, and guided by superlative EPBF trustees who are world-renowned experts in investments. The foundation financially empowers the Ecumenical Patriarch to pursue his worldwide salvific ministries, increase the Orthodox Christian presence on the global stage, foster increased inter-Orthodox dialogue, and expand charitable and humanitarian aid from the Mother Church to its faithful around the world. The pillars upon which this foundation is structured are accountability and transparency. And it's worth repeating, accountability and transparency. For decades, many individuals desired the establishment of a foundation exclusively to economically sustain the great Church of Christ. First and foremost, the Ecumenical Patriarch himself. His Eminence Archbishop Elpidophoros of America, even while a deacon at the Fanar. Father Alex Carloutzos, the Grand Protopresbyter of the Holy and Great Church of Christ, and many archons all desired the establishment of the foundation. In fact, it has been my dream to launch this initiative ever since my appointment as National Commander of the Archons in 1998. Because unlike every other major faith, the Ecumenical Patriarchate had never had a reliable and consistent charitable foundation or endowment to fund its worldwide ministries. However, in the ensuing years after 1998, the Archons prioritized addressing the existential threat of the Turkish religious freedom deficit, which was asphyxiating the Mother Church, rather than establishing an economic foundation. Finally, in May 2018, I established a formal committee of the Archon National Council, which is the governing body of the Archons, chaired by George Saffield and co-chaired by John Katzimatidis and Michael Psaros, to seek the ways and means to establish a formal patriarchal foundation. All the members of the original organizing committee had expertise in various fields: legal, financial, and business. Our spiritual guidance was offered by Father Alex, the Archon's spiritual advisor, who actively participated in all the committee meetings, many of which were held in the Manhattan boardroom of Archon Katzimatidis, the Order's chair of the Religious Freedom Committee. Those monthly committee meetings were detailed, substantive, and comprehensive. Archon Tom Constance's legal firm, which helped write the bylaws of Leadership 100 and the Faith Endowment, also provided extensive pro bono guidance in the establishment of the Bartholomew Foundation bylaws. When Father Alex and Presbyter Xanthi were selected to receive the 2018 Athenagoras Human Rights Award, the National Council of the Order voted to earmark all donations that would be raised from that event, quote, for the exclusive use of the Ecumenical Patriarchate, unquote. This event raised a record $1.4 million, and it was these donations which established the initial seed money for the foundation. In fact, His All Holiness personally approved the transfer of these funds to the newly opened foundation account on September 7th, 2019. This milestone Athenagoras Human Rights Award banquet was attended by individuals from around the world, including His Eminence Metropolitan Emmanuel of France and now Yaron of Chalcedon, and former Vice President and President Joe Biden. On January 17th, 2019, the foundation was formally incorporated as a charitable entity in the state of New York, with its subsequent application to the IRS as a 501c3 application approved. The timely election of His Eminence Archbishop Elpidophoros of America on May 11, 2019, and his enthronement in New York City on June 22, 2019, was the coup de grâce, which assured the success of the foundation. His Eminence Archbishop Elpidophoros is the official representative of the Ecumenical Patriarch, and as such is a full voting member of the Board of Trustees and a staunch supporter of the foundation. When the initial organizing committee was deliberating on the various details of the foundation, the members felt all strongly that the foundation's Board of Trustees must include women, and 3 outstanding Orthodox women now serve in that capacity: Maria Alwyn, Aphrodite Skiadas, and Meropi Limberakis. John S. Koudzounis serves as our outstanding chair of the investment committee, and Carl Hollister serves as our superlative audit committee chair. And I emphasize that full transparency and accountability serve as the pillars of the foundation. Our dedicated officers are George E. Saffiel, Vice Chair, Peter Kokoyanis, Esquire, Secretary, and Chris Tsamoutalis, CPA, Treasurer, Andreas Komodromos, CPA, Assistant Treasurer, and myself as Chair. At the time of this report, total foundation assets are approaching $40 million. $40 million for the exclusive use of the Holy Mother Church. Every year, the EPBF holds an elegant special event for founders, those who pledge $100,000 payable over 10 years. I am pleased to report that the EPBF is approaching 300 founders. In addition, we are approaching 20 parishes of the GOA that are founder parishes. And please allow me at this time to ask everyone in this room to go back to your own parishes, your parish priests, and your general assemblies to consider becoming a founder parish. It would only add $834 per month to your budget and would go a long way to ensure the financial strength of the great and holy Church of Christ. And if you cannot become a founder, there are other options you may consider. The establishment of the Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew Foundation by the Archons truly was a watershed response to a deep and long-standing need to establish a solid financial foundation for the spiritual center of world orthodoxy, the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople. Perhaps the most significant feature of the foundation is that it is named in honor of the longest-serving most impactful ecumenical patriarch in the history of Christianity. In 25, 50, or 100 years from now, it will be a significant legacy of His All Holiness Bartholomew, Archbishop of Constantinople, New Rome, and Ecumenical Patriarch, serving to financially sustain the Mother Church in perpetuity. Amen.